Hello, this is David Bratanek with Coldwell Banker Southwest Realty. Today we're going to go through the listing stats for what happened in the market here in Sarnia-Lambton for July of 2022. As usual, we're going to compare that with June, and we're going to compare it to what happened a year ago, as well as today we're going to go through what happened in July, versus what's happened year to date. It's important to keep in mind the year to date numbers because we have basically so few sales within a single month, so sometimes we take that into account. So for July of 2022, we've seen an average sale price of $553,285. That's a 6.96% increase over July of 2021. And then the median sale price was $482,000, and that's an increase of 7.11%. So what we're seeing is prices have come down a little bit so far this year, but they're still well above last year. If we're at about a 5% increase every year, that's very good. And so these past couple of years, we've seen really, really strong growth in the 20 to 30% range. Now that's starting to change a little bit with the higher interest rates. We are seeing sales drop a little bit. We have more listings than we've had before. New listings for July was 218. That's a 23% increase over last year. So pretty significant increase. Sales down about 30%, down to 111 for July. And so all of that has an effect on pricing. So things are taking a little bit longer to sell now. There's more conditional offers. So if you're a buyer and you already have a house, it's a really good opportunity to put in those conditions of sale of buyer's property. We haven't been able to really get those accepted for the past couple of years, but now that's changing. And so that might be advantageous to you as a buyer. And if we can get back into sort of this normal balanced market, that's what we've been asking for this entire time. If you've watched my previous videos, you've seen me talk about this. We need more listings. We need more listings to bring it back to balance. And I think we're kind of there. And part of the reason I say that is if you look at the year-to-date numbers, the average sale price as of the end of July was $572,745. And so that 572 versus the average for the month of 553 shows that the averages were a little higher earlier in the year, but that's starting to come down just a little bit. Median sale price year to date is at 521,500, and for July was 482. So again, just a little bit of a slowdown there. That's totally normal. It's okay to see when you have higher interest rates coming in, the market is shifting. But if you look at the difference between June and July, yes, sales were down in July by about 30%. Compared to June, there was 141 sales in June and 111 in July. And if you look at the total new listings, there were 295 came on in June and 218 came on in July. So the sales have dropped, but so have the number of new listings compared to a month ago. And so we're seeing kind of that balance out. The fact that we see basically the average sale price in June was $550, July $553, median at $495, now at $482. Pretty close numbers for when you're only considering we've got 111 sales and 141 sales. Pretty close numbers, which sort of shows me that we're evening out. I don't think we're going to lose a whole lot more unless interest rates really go up again in the future. People have kind of settled in and realized that this is now the cost. And so going forward, once September kind of hits, I think we're going to see that fall market kick off. People are on vacation mode right now. July and August are typically a little slower than the rest of the year because not only are buyers and sellers on vacation, but realtors are too, and that does make a difference in the local marketplace. So as for the overall picture, our average sale price and median sale price being very close to where they were a month ago, a little bit less than they were earlier this year. I think the peak average sale price this year was about $600,000, and then it came down a little bit since then. But not significant droppage compared to other major markets like Kitchener-Waterloo, London, Toronto. A lot of those places are seeing a little bit more severe drops. And around here, basically, if you've bought over a year ago, you're still in really good position. And if in the long term, from what I've been seeing in the marketplace, I think now is actually a pretty good time to buy. Interest rates are going up, but if you're on a fixed rate and you can afford it, it's better to be paying down a mortgage than it is to be paying rent. You got to remember that your rental interest rate is 100% because all of that goes away. Whereas if you're purchased, if you have a mortgage, you're paying down principal every month. And so the fixed rates are a little higher. You do pay a little bit more interest, but as I said, you are paying down the principal as well. And this is a short-term issue. The long-term problem that we have in Canada, and especially in Ontario and BC, is that we don't have enough housing units. And so that hasn't gone anywhere, that hasn't changed. There was an article a few months ago that I read that by 2030 Canada needs to build 5 million houses, and I might have referenced this before either in person or talking to you through video. But needs to build 5 million houses, and I think we're on track to build like 2.1 million by 2030. So that lag is getting worse. There's going to be more of a housing shortage, I think, in the future, and that means that 5 years from now, or by 2030, by 2025 even, I think prices are going to be higher than they are now. I think inflation is going to, get under control, and a bunch of the sort of rockiness after this pandemic is going to be a short-term issue. And so in the long term, I think it's better off, or you're better off if you can get in the market to get in the market. And overall, July was a good month. Average sale price at over $550,000. That's very, very good. Compared to the last 2, 3, 5 years, we've had a really good last couple of years, and we haven't really been losing anything at this point. So if you have any questions about this, or if you just want to sit and chat about the market, give me a call, send me an email. I'm always happy to talk about real estate, and that's been basically the market update for Sarnia-Lambton. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more from me. If you have comments, please leave them in the comment section below, or contact me. All of my contact information is beside me and below me in the description. Have a great day.